That worked. Running's expensive. I'm gearing up to do a review here in a little bit on these two Ultra shoes. Spoiler alert, this one's good and this one isn't. And I came to a bit of an epiphany when I was doing some research, looking at the website, the Ultra website. I feel like there's been a change a little bit in the running shoe market as of late. The mid-range, the mid-level running shoe, nothing too fancy, no like carbon foot, carbon plated, whatever. And not on the low end, not like some sort of, Kohl's running shoe. I feel like it used to set you back like $140. That's basically what this one costs. But $140 for a good mid-level running shoe. Now it's about $155 to $160. This one's a hiking shoe. It's a little bit more. I get that. But for that mid-level running shoe, it's just climbing up and up and up. Case in point, these guys, these flat pancake flapjack looking guys, these Adrenaline 24s. We've talked about these in the past, but when they first came out, they were $140. Their new younger brother, the Adrenaline 25s, we've talked about these too, but these are $155 right now. And there's nothing special about them. They're good quality, stability running shoe, but $155 for a pair of Adrenalines just seems like so much. Being a part of the running scene, there's a website called The Deafest. You should really check them out. They do a whole bunch of vintage advertisement catalogs from the 80s, 70s. They do really, really good work. Genuinely, you should go check them out. But I stumbled across a 1984 Sears catalog for a pair of running shoes that were selling for $22. $21.99 back in 1984 could get you a pair of solid running shoes. Now, obviously, that $22 isn't going to translate to 2025 money because, inflation. That same $22, though, is like $67 or $68 in today's money. Now, granted, running technology, running shoe technology has come a very long way. I remember running back in high school. Doesn't feel like that long ago, but like 12 years ago. I remember running back in high school, using a pair of running shoes, using them pretty much every day, and getting like 4 months out of them. Just 4 months of use. After month 6, they basically become lawn work shoes. The material just never felt right. The support was absolutely never there. And the big thing was the heft. They always felt so clunky, so heavy. But again, case in point, these guys, these Adrenalines, they're fairly light. They've got a little bit of heft to them because they've got some extra padding, but overall, a good design, a good look. The material feels pretty good, and I'm willing to pay that extra money. I feel like with running shoes, you kind of have to pony up a little bit. You have to pony up for that $150 territory because these are important. These are going on your feet. You don't want to ruin your knees. You don't want to ruin your shins. Heck, it's pretty easy to cheap out and get a pair of hoaxes or something like that for $20 on AliExpress. So when it comes to running shoes, maybe that expense is kind of a worthwhile thing. Quite frankly, that's not what this video is about. Get out of here. You don't belong in the expensive video. This video is about who chewed through my Nike swoosh? Athletic wear. The price of running wear and running accessories and just athletic wear in general has gone up so much in the past couple of years. The other day I was at a sporting goods store that has a interesting name, and I was looking around and I noticed that there were so many brands that I didn't know that were charging so much money for their products. Like Vuari, which sounds like something my cat would say before she's about to throw up everywhere. How have I never heard about your company and then you have the audacity to charge $80 for like a pair of yoga pants? Let's say you go to one of these places with like a $20 gift card that you got for the holidays. You're gonna chew through that gift card so quickly in such a short amount of time. Like not that long ago, my girlfriend and I play slow pitch softball. That's how we met. Cute story. And we had to find a new softball glove. Hers was destroyed. We just needed to get a new one. And it was so difficult to find a glove that was less than like $200 that actually would be worth it. Most of them were made of plastic. They felt just like off. They had a weird coating to them. Like to find just a good normal leather glove like Rawlings or Wilson or whatever, you're gonna pay like $300. Or finding like batting gloves, like good Franklin batting gloves. They are a good brand, the MLB players use them. Oh, $60 for batting gloves? No, I get it. Companies need to make a profit. I understand that. But trust me, with their margins, they're making plenty of money. Not that long ago, I had the opportunity to work for a fairly decent size athletic apparel company. I worked in the supply chain, and obviously, like, going into it, I knew that there was going to be some discrepancies between how much a product is made for and then how much it's sold for. I really thought it was going to be like, oh, we make the shirt for $7 and then sell it for like 20. No, it's more like you make the shirt for like $2 and then you sell it for like 25. I know it's not cheap to make a running shoe. I get that. I know that it takes a lot. It takes a lot of material. There's a bit of a science behind it too. But like $200 for a shoe? I don't know. I'm not vibing with it. So I don't want to come on here and spout doom and gloom and how you could buy basically anything from running shoes to groceries back in the 90s for only like $20. I want to actually come on here and have some sort of advice, especially for the new runners out there where you see the prices of shoes and you're like, man, I don't want to spend that much money. Here's a little guide for you. Going to my local running store, they have 2 shelves that are dedicated to out of stock or dead stock running shoes, old styles that are heavily discounted. For example, these Torin 7s. Apparently we're an ultra family here, but these are really good, solid running shoes. The material is awesome compared to some of the newer ultras. I'm not sure why. I feel like they're going to like a plastic coating almost. But for instance, you can find a good out of stock running shoe like this that was originally selling for like 140, 130 bucks. You can find it for like $90. Look on eBay, look on any of these sort of used or gently used websites. If you do your research, look at the conditioning of them, look at the treads as well. Like you can see, even though this has been used, there still is plenty of treads left. This would be a good running shoe to buy secondhand. But look for the conditioning. Make sure that there are no holes in the shoe. Make sure that there's no premature wear on the treads. Make sure that the laces look good, that they're not too worn. And yeah, buy yourself a pair of great serviceable running shoes for like 50, 60 bucks. The good thing about buying an older style too is that there's plenty of reviews on them. There's plenty of people saying that yes, this is a shoe that's worth buying, or no, it isn't. So that's for running shoes. When it comes to apparel, go to like TJ Maxx. Go to TJ Maxx or Marshalls or any of these stores that just kind of sell old stock and get something that's heavily discounted. You don't need any of the newer clothing that you see at Dick's Sporting Goods. Buy a pair of running shorts that was originally $70 for $17. And then the big one, the apparel, the watches, the trackers, all that. It's so fun to get the data and to see how you're doing in real time, what your heart rate is, what your steps are, what your mileage is at, whatever. You don't need it. This is coming from a data analyst who loves his data. You don't need the $500 watch. Especially if you're starting out, it really is a good idea just to see how you feel. Maybe pop the headphones in, listen to some music, and just go for your run. You don't need anything fancy. All the jokes that people make about like running back in like the early 2000s versus now, it's just all gear. It's all these fancy water bottles and these like, you know, belts that people are wearing or whatever for their 5Ks. It's so true, and you don't need any of it. Don't waste your money on that. Don't feel like you need something just because somebody else has it. And most importantly, if you're running and you're keeping up with your New Year's resolution, if you're this far into it, congrats. Congrats to you. Good job. Keep going. But have fun with it. Don't get too overwhelmed. Don't get too stressed out. Go to your local running store. They'll measure your foot. They'll take a look at how you walk, if you overpronate, if you underpronate, what your stride style is like, and they'll hook you up with a very good pair of running shoes. I can't recommend your local businesses enough. And while you're at it, maybe go to your local thrift store and pick out a shake weight. Because if we're honest, that's the best deal of them all. Oh yeah, getting my shaking and my weighting in. And that's all I got for you. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, it means the world to me. I really appreciate it. More content to come. And until then, I'll see y'all next time.